This is week 2 training for Tilly. Here we have Tilly on the barrel, and I'm taking a pigeon, and I'm trying to encourage her to jump off of there and get a mouthful of feathers. And, actually trying to test her prey drive to the fullest that we can possibly do that. And as you can see there, she's wanting to eat it. And I'm going to grab for my collar, and I'm going to lightly tap her every time that she bites it. Notice that I'm not hitting her real hard, but I'm just letting her know nice and easy that, you know, I don't want her to be biting at it. I want her to, you know, calm down and take whatever I'm trying to show her. And I'm putting a bird on her back and all kind of goofy stuff. And what it does is it teaches her to calm down and associate a calm, kind of subdued nature around birds instead of so hyper and wanting to whine and carry on. And here I put the bird on underneath her belly, and she's fully aware of what's happening. And you notice how I'm shooting a gun, because normally after you shoot a gun with her, she gets happy feet. And here's her tail's wagging, and she's all happy, and I'm going to put it up there again. I'm trying to take all the pressure of bird work off of her. I'm taking that energy out of her in a positive way. And there you go, Carl. That's the picture that you wanted to see. And you guys notice I'm not hollering whoa or saying anything. I'm allowing her to make the decisions. And as soon as the bird hits her, I tap her. You see my timing with the collar? And she's not flinching or anything. Now I'm eventually going to take this collar off of her when I see her, you see her lick her lips? She's starting to submit to me. And that's where she gives it to me. She watch her lick her lips again. And I'm tapping her each time that she does that, and she goes to bite, I'm tapping her. See her lick her lips? She's finally give in. She's not actually licking her lips because she's thinking she's going to get some macaroni and cheese there. She's actually starting to submit. That a girl. Notice I'm not hollering whoa. I'm not saying anything. I'm shooting a gun, and you see how see her eyes and how she's looking at me and she's focused on me. She's not focused on the bird that much. I'm going to get the wings to beat her in the face a little bit. And being able to read a dog like this, I kind of know when it's time to take that collar off the belly. And she's telling me that it's about time. Now watch. She knows that collar's off. And she's got a little bit of a happy feet. You see her tail going? She's like, oh yeah. Now watch how she backs up a little bit here. Now, no collar, no nothing. I'm going to take and I'm going to let her know that she's not to eat birds, we're to point birds. See her lick her lips? Now she's calming down and she's starting to submit. And I'm not saying anything. She don't have any collar on her. And of course that bird won't stay on its back. And it doesn't really matter. We're wanting to let her know that you know that we don't want her eating birds. It's not okay to eat birds. We want her to point birds. And we want her to make decisions that we want her to make. And we reward her for making good decisions.
Okay.
And see here you can see that she's really, you see the somber look in her eyes? All that pressure's off of her. Look at her ears. I'm showing you guys this and telling you these things so you learn a little bit about the behavior of your dog and how to read your dog and read, you know, a dog's like a book. When you learn to read those things and signs, you kind of learn what to do and what to fix here. And I'm taking this a little bit far here with putting a bird on her and things of that nature, just to show you guys the nature of your dog. I'm not hollering. This is all out of love, and she's calm because I'm calm. See her lick her lips? Her attitude is changing entirely. Look at the look on her face and her ears, and she's with the program. So when we get to that point, and a bird can flap her in the wings and flap her in the face and play that game with her, it's time to get her on the ground and to see just what she's retained and how much further we can take her. As you can see, this is like building blocks. I'm taking each training device off of her at a time, and I'm taking the layers off of her. And we're giving her an opportunity to chase or eat birds or jump off of there or do whatever she wants to. She's a good girl. I'm going to put her on the ground. I'm going to give her an opportunity to try to eat some birds. You know, when a dog gets his feet on the ground, it's a little bit different dog. On a barrel, of course, you know, that's one stage of taking a little drive off of them because they don't want to fall off that barrel. On the ground is another stage. So we're going to go right to the ground, right next to the barrel. Of course, she's going to tighten up a little bit. Notice I didn't say anything. I'm not yelling whoa or none of that business where I'm trying to intimidate her. See her lick her lips? And she's going to come to me, Dad, I've had enough of that. And she's behaving herself, and she's choosing to. I'm not imposing any undue will on her. Good girl.
Good girl.
That was enough of that.
You did good.
So we're going to move on to the yard.
Right now.
And here I don't have any collar on her or anything. You know, it's just a rope and a check cord. And of course the bird gets up and flies off. Now watch, she's going to get happy feet here on me a little bit. She kind of likes to come back to you when you're walking back to her. So what you're going to see when I come back to her, you know, she's going to want to come to me, and I'm not going to let her. I'm going to ask her to stand back up. She's going to try to lay down, do all kind of goofy stuff to get me to quit. Now watch her. So I'm going to turn back to her, and here she comes to me. All right, now I'm not going to go pick her up. I'm going to ask her to stand up and choose to stand up on her own. Notice I'm not hollering or this isn't a bad situation. There she goes. She gets it. So now I'm going to go work this bird again. There we go. Now, when I go back to her, I'm gonna go to her from the side, and I'm gonna back over to her. There you go. Because just sometimes, if you take a dog after it's been under this kind of pressure, and you walk up to her facing her, they want to get down or cower down, or they want to leave the scene, or actually run up to you. So here I'm doing some more work with her, where I'm letting her know it's okay. You can go ahead and point that bird. I'm gonna take the rope off of her now.
Okay.
And I'm going to let her tighten up.
Okay, action.
She's got her foot up on the other side. I'm going to let her tighten up. I didn't say whoa or anything like that. And no more happy feet. So I'm going to walk over back that way. And I'm not going to walk right up to her. There we go. I'm going to pick her up and love her and let her know how happy I was with that. And there you have it, guys. It's a work in progress, and we're getting there. It's just going to take a little bit of time. You know, it's a little bit different theory, but we'll eventually get there. Call me if you guys have any questions. I appreciate it.